What's up, everybody? Welcome to RTD Adventures. I'm Brian.
I'm Jacob.
And for those of you that are brand new to this channel, I just want to say welcome. We've got lots of great Disney content that we're putting out on a weekly basis. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing.
Hit the button.
Those of you that are regular viewers, welcome back. This video is going to be just a little bit different than what we typically do. We're going to be talking about some of the big news stories that have come out recently over the last week or so, because there's a lot of big stuff that's been happening.
Oh yeah, 100 years, baby, 100.
So the Disney
That's a long time.
celebration, yeah. Walt Disney Studios, I guess the official start to Walt Disney's animation career was in 1927? No, 23.
100 years.
Man, numbers, right? Anyways, yeah, this is going to be a big celebration company-wide, and they're doing a lot of big stuff at the parks. We kind of know this celebration was going to be happening for a while, but now lots of details are starting to emerge. Stuff about new nighttime shows that are happening, parades coming back, different
new merchandise, like new looks to merchandise. We had, like, Disney World had their 50th celebration with the like iridescent looking, but at the 100 it's platinum, so you're gonna see a lot more platinum gear coming out. Really cool Mickey Minnie ears, a little more spendy than I probably would actually spend for ears, but they do look really cool.
Yeah, they
are. Like Magic Happens parade is back, which was there, you said, like a couple months, I believe.
I think it was just there for a couple weeks.
Maybe it was weeks, but honestly, when the big shutdown happened, we were able to catch the Magic Happens parade on YouTube. They have a really good cut that they did, very cinematic of the whole parade. Obviously, real life's a little different, it doesn't flow that smoothly, but it's very cool. Like, if you haven't seen it yet, you can catch it on YouTube. But yeah, it's fantastic, and I'm excited to see it in person.
Yeah, definitely. And then one of the other cool things that I'm pretty excited for is the new nighttime shows that are starting to. We're getting some details about that. So, what is the World of Color 1? At Disney California Adventure. So World of Color is pretty incredible. It's one of my favorite nighttime shows. But starting to get some more information about the new show that's coming out, and I'm just intrigued to see how they're going to take what's already a pretty cool formula and evolve that into something new.
Yeah, and then of course, I'm gonna mess this up. Runaway Railway, January 27th. I am so excited for that. We did get the chance to go to Disney World in 2020 and got to go on the same ride, the Disney World version of it. Apparently this is gonna be a little different. It's gonna be a little more updated. Obviously, it's brand new. The concept is a little different too. It's not in the what theater is that? Disney World, the Chinese theater. Yeah, it's supposed to be just like a big old movie theater looking concept. It looks amazing. I don't know what to expect, but it looks really good, and I'm pretty excited because I really did enjoy that ride. Yeah,
so this is going to start on January 27th is when they start the 100-year celebration, and Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway. That's a tongue twister.
I know, that's why I was the railroad one, the Mickey's Minnie's Railroad.
That's also going to open up on January 27th, and this is actually going to be a little bit before the rest of Toontown opens. So they're still doing that reimagining of Toontown. The rest of the land is going to be closed. But starting January 27th, you will be able to experience that new attraction in Toontown. And I think that's going to be a pretty big hit.
Well,
like I said, or like Jacob said, we were able to ride that in Hollywood Studios in Florida. It's a pretty cool attraction. I think that families are really going to love that. And it's going to be a well-needed addition to Disneyland, because this is the first attraction where you are, where Mickey Mouse is a main character on the attraction. Lots of other IPs that are all around Disneyland, but Mickey Mouse is sorely being missed on the attractions.
And I can tell you what, when it comes to rope drop, I know what ride everybody's going to go to when that first drops.
Unless, because previously Toontown opened up an hour after the park. So I mean, we'll have to wait and see if that's going to stay the same or if that's going to change, but I'm sure there'll still be a big
And that'll change, like, the whole. I mean, we have tips about rope drop. If they do change it to where that whole area does open with the park, it'll change the whole. Go to the back first, because I feel like everybody for a while will be going to the back.
Kind of be like a second rope.
It changed their mind about that. However, if it is, like the whole Toontown area opens later, you will still see congestion about an hour into the day if you're there at rope drop. So that'll be really interesting. I didn't even think about that. But the Wondrous Journey, I believe, is the title for the second spectacular.
Jumping back into the nighttime shows, Wondrous Journeys. So this one I'm actually pretty intrigued by, because it's supposed to pay homage to every Disney animation in the history of the company, which is going to be pretty incredible.
That's a lot.
They said that they're using the projections. They've been doing a lot more of that on Main Street and on Sleeping Beauty Castle. they're going to be having the projections all over Main Street on the castle. They're also going to have projections on the front of Small World and at the Rivers of America. So the show's going to be taking place, 3 different places.
I didn't know that. That's
at the
awesome.
same time. So
that's so cool.
That's going to open up the availability for a lot more people to see the show without it just all being so crowded in front of the castle.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that's the best place still to watch it.
Oh yeah.
But that's going to help disperse the crowds a little bit. And then, of course, on select days, they're also going to have fireworks that accompany the show.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be. I'm really looking forward to seeing how that all turns out.
Yeah. No. And ever since they started the projections on the side of the building, I think that's so cool because it kind of immerses the people in the back that's on Main Street. Because I feel like there's always been a sense of, oh, I didn't get in front of the castle. Man, this won't be as good now. But being, actually, to me, the best seat in the house, like if you have pretty good vision, is in the center of the street of Main Street, because you can see the castle, you see the fireworks. You're also immersed with the projections on the sides that the people in the front aren't necessarily catching. So I think that's a great place to be for that. So I'm excited for that new show. Coming our way. What else is on the list here?
Overall, just a lot of really cool stuff. Of course, there's a castle makeover that's happening. Characters are going to be getting
that
new
castle
costumes.
makeover. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
And they really just adding things to the castle. I'm so glad they're not like just tear things apart.
Right.
2 fountains I noticed in the concept. There's 1 fountain on each side of in the moat area, so that is going to be so cool to look at. Yeah.
I'll take a look at that again and see it.
2 fountains on each side. They're adding the ribbons, kind of like they did in Disney World. They added a new, at the top of if you're looking like straight into the castle and just kind of look up, it's a wishing star. I watched a few things about that other YouTubers posted, but it's supposed to be that symbolistic wishing star you see in a bunch of Disney movies. Yeah, it's so cool. Those little subtle changes.
And then another big thing that's returning to the parks finally. Guided tours have been sorely missed for the last couple years, and they used to have. I'm trying to remember what it was called. It was Walk and Walt's Footsteps. That was kind of like a Main Street tour, and then there was also something to do with the railroad. I can't remember specifically what those were, but there was a couple pretty cool guided tours.
About that.
But new guided tours are coming to the park. So one of them is Walt's Main Street Story, and this one you get to have a little bit of you get a tour of Main Street, and there's going to be your tour guide that's going to talk about the different history bits about the different things on Main Street.
Yeah.
And the part that's really exciting to me is actually getting to go into Walt's apartments.
Yes.
And then for the first time ever, they're going to be serving refreshments on Walt's patio.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I got this one booked here coming up in just a couple weeks, so I'm really excited to check that
jealous.
out.
He's going. I'm not.
Yeah, Jacob will come with me next time, but this is something we'll definitely be filming as much as we can and giving you guys the video about what the whole tour looks like. Unfortunately, we can't film or take pictures inside the apartments, but I guess there is a PhotoPass cast member that will be taking pictures of guests in there, so we'll at least have that. But we'll be able to chat about all that here coming up in just a couple more weeks, let you guys know what that tour is like. And then there is a holiday tour that's coming up here. That's in November 11th, I believe, is when they kick off the celebration for the Christmas season.
I'm so excited. I love the Christmas season.
I think get you a seat to one of the parades, or not the parades, one of the shows. And there's a few other things that are involved in that one. So cool. These tours, they're not cheap, but they're not as bad as some things could be.
There's like the VIP.
The VIP tours are pretty spendy, but
but it's not worth it though. Like that's the thing. You kind of get out of it what you get out of it. Like if you're, like us, we're like the buffs about like, oh man, like what is the history behind this? Like what the cool thing is they're so knowledgeable. Those tour guides, they're not just like, and this is a building, and you're like, so when was this made? This is a building. They're not like that. It's like they'll answer your questions, and if they don't know, they'll find out. So that's it's just reliability with just awesome information. But
And so the Walt's Main Street Story is $160 per person, and then I think the holiday tour is going to be $110 a person. Whether or not that's worth it to you is kind of up to what you're looking to get out of the parks. For me personally, one of my bucket list items for the park is being able to go into Walt's apartment. So price doesn't really matter for me at that point, just because it's on my Disney bucket list.
Mine is Club 33. So if there's anybody that's in that Club 33 and you have a guest pass, bring us, please. Always want to sneak in there. Just kidding. I'm not going to sneak in there. But you see when someone comes out and the door opens, I'm so close to being like...
You thought about it.
I thought about it.
Yeah,
you thought about it too. Come on. Yeah, people coming out of there. But M'Baku.
Yes.
M'Baku.
Switching to
DCA.
California Adventure.
Avengers Campus. M'Baku.
I love M'Baku.
I love M'Baku.
He's one of my favorite characters from
Yes.
the MCU.
Yep.
And the fact that he's going to be in DCA here pretty soon, I'm hoping he's there when I actually get to go in a couple weeks. I'd like to meet M'Baku. You know, they got the Incredible Hulk there now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to see the Hulk, but I kind of don't like that he's in that big suit.
Yeah, I like the big suit. The only thing I don't like about the Hulk's big suit is his arms. It looks like he's always going like this, like he wants to hug you.
Sure.
Like even when he turns around, he's like,
yeah,
I don't know what to do with my hands, kind of a thing.
I mean, I get kind of why they had to do it.
Yeah.
We're going to check out in person here in a couple weeks what that looks like up close. Maybe it's different than just seeing it on screen, but you know, more characters are coming into Avengers Campus. They have the Werewolf and Elsa Bloodstone.
Yeah,
From
that little teaser trailer scared me. Oh my goodness! Like Disneyland Instagram came out with this I don't know, this reel of someone walking around and it was dark outside, and then the werewolf just goes. Bah! Yeah, that scared me.
So lots of characters coming into Avengers Campus. I'm sure we're going to keep seeing new ones popping in all the time as new movies come out. But then last little bit of news, when the holiday season kicks off, some people were getting concerned about Indiana Jones being closed for refurbishment.
Yeah.
It's going to be down on November 11th, but it's just going to be for 3 days. So hopefully it's not going to affect your vacation. I'm assuming they just want to make sure the ride's good to go.
I think the 14th.
Is it 13th?
14th.
14th?
I think 14th. For a couple days, like 3 days.
Yeah, November 14th, I guess, is when it
1/4.
starts. But I'm sure they're just wanting to get that ride good to go, so when the big rush of people come in for the holidays, that's not going to happen.
My New Year resolution to go on that ride 14 times.
14 times in a day.
Otherwise, it'll break.
Anyhow, those are all the big news stories that we've come across for the last week or so. We're going to be bringing more videos just like this, but
Your way.
hopefully bringing more news videos just to give you guys an update on what's happening in the parks. But we just want to thank you guys for staying tuned. If you guys are looking for more tips on Disneyland, we've got lots of those in the videos. So we're going to leave a link to a playlist. Just click on that link, tap the screen, and then we'll see you guys in the next video.